So first of all, you can see at the top of the video, the represents data on a graph. You can check to see if you colored your bars correctly. If you didn't make your bars 2 spaces wide, that's perfectly fine, as long as you colored the bars up enough so that yellow is at 2 and blue is at 4, green's at 3, and black is at 7. And then white, you can barely see it because they colored it with white, but they did color up 1 space. So the conclusion, or the CER, that has one part. The first part talks about the claim, the second talks about the evidence or the data on that bar graph, and the third talks about whatever scientific reasoning makes this work. This is long. You're like, I have to write all of that? No, I think you can completely shorten this and put it in your own words, and the notes intend you to shorten it. The first thing you need to write is a claim. The claim here is color affects temperature. The temperature increase was different for each color. The evidence supports my hypothesis that dark colors will have a higher temperature than light colors. For instance, black increased 7 degrees Celsius while white only increased by 1 degree Celsius. Dark colors reach a higher temperature because a dark colored object will absorb more photons of light than a light colored object. Thus, dark objects will absorb more heat and reach a higher temperature when placed in the sun. So, I think that the claim is right here. Color affects temperature. Stop. That's your claim. So now, what's the evidence? The evidence is, you could actually just record these numbers in the bar graph. The evidence is yellow got to 2 and green got to 3, while darker colors like blue and black got to 4 and 7. That is much shorter than what's here. So state the claim, color affects temperature. Then in the next sentence, just write out your data about literally what happened. They wrote a whole lot here. Then lastly, the reasoning could just be this part that says dark colors reach a higher temperature because dark colored objects absorb more light than light colored objects. And then you can leave the rest of that blank. If you can figure out how to say all 3 parts shorter than I just did, please make it shorter.